Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. You know, it occurs to me that I've yet to drink eggnog in one of these videos. So, see, it's in there. Unfortunately, I do not have my snowman mug because it is dirty. I guess it's been sitting there a whole year. It hadn't been cleaned. It needs to be cleaned. So I wanted to get this done. So I had this one I got from my son. This guy is one awesome dad. What we are talking about du jour today is the Toby the Elf Christmas specials. Yeah, if you don't know, these were a series of two Christmas specials that aired in 1992 and 1993 on the USA Network is what I know them from. They aired back to back in 93. But, yeah. It was about the titular... It was about an elf named Toby at the North Pole. Played by Wendy Cook. No, I don't remember seeing anything else. There were only two specials, which is fine because watching these back, they're kind of dumb. I get it, they're for little kids, so sure, little kids are going to get more excitement out of them than an adult who's 36 years old. But still, the first special, The Elf Who Saved Christmas, sees Toby saving Christmas. So it begins with Toby going to check she is the male elf. She loves working with the mail and the Christmas cards. So, or the Santa gimme this cards or whatever. So she goes to check the mail and there's nothing there. Nothing there, and it gets to the point where Santa is ready to call off Christmas, thinking nobody believes in him. And these are like half-hour specials. So, they're half-hour specials. And so because of that, they are half-hour specials. No, because of that, there's a lot of stuff. They can't have Santa Claus having an existential crisis about Christmas. He's just like, oh no, I guess I don't believe anymore. I'm not doing it this year. Instead of questioning stuff, you got Toby for that. Both of these specials have an issue, and that is they'll randomly put in these two other elves named Hoot and Smitty doing stupid stuff. In the first one, they're like painting each other and doing stupid stuff. In the second one, they're going around in circles, looking footprints that are actually Smitty's footprints, and then pretending to rope and tackle bad guys when they try to go after them. I don't know. They're the worst part of these. We're in the middle of the story, and we just cut back to these two goofing off, and it's like, no, go back to the story, right? We gotta spread out the runtime. We can't do it with actual plot, so these two are there for comedic stuff. Toby goes to investigate Santa's gigantic mailbox. Jesus, it's huge. And she gets sucked in. It turns out that an old woman named Mrs. Buzzard has been living inside Santa's mailbox for got to be several years now. And we don't... I thought we found out some information here, but we don't until the second one. She's just an evil old lady inside of the Santa's mailbox who hates Christmas because that's when she was locked up in here, was around Christmas. And so she's gonna ruin people's Christmas. She had been in there a long time when she decided screw Christmas, right? But Toby is able to get out because she said, I'll always believe in Christmas. I'll always believe in Christmas. And she just flies out of the thing and runs back to the workshop and tells Santa and Head Mustache Elf who I only hear called Head Elf, about it, and they just believe her because the runtime is almost up. So she comes in yelling, I find the letters. An old woman named Mrs. Buzzard put a spell on the mailbox and they're stuck in the mailbox. And they're like, well, let's go. And I'm like, no. Wait a tick. Again, Santa should question this. Like, first of all, when the letters aren't there, he just gives up. But it should be like, and even when Trixie, or Toby, I think it is, calls the post office and they say that they've got thousands of millions of letters. And Santa's like, oh, they're just trying to make me look. They're just trying to make me feel happy. And I'm just like, no, you need to question this. You'd be like, oh, they said that there's been millions of letters and we haven't seen any. Something is tricky. No, he just accepts it because we got to keep this episode going. And here, now he just accepts this excuse and not questioning it like, well, what are you talking about, old lady inside a mailbox? Well, they go there and, it's not enough for them to say, I do believe in Christmas. I always believe in Christmas. She looks right at the camera, right at you, and went, yee, and has us, because we're the ones that wrote the letters, right? To say, I'll always believe in Christmas, which in itself is confusing because I didn't write no letter to Santa here. And it's very creepy when you're an adult watching this and they look at you like, jeez, come on, no, go away. Yeah, they get the letters back and they celebrate Christmas and Toby gives her like Christmas cookies or something and she says thank you. And by the next one, Mrs. Buzzard's not a villain anymore. On the next one, the Elf and the Magic Key, Santa Claus gets kidnapped by these two guys. Standard thug-looking guys, but they're actually the ones behind it. They kidnap Santa Claus, and so Toby goes to Mrs. Buzzard for help. And she's able to locate Santa at an address that's suspiciously close to where she used to live. I had a house near there. Talking about her two boys that she used to have. But she was locked up by the great wizard Zundar, or whatever the hell his name is, before she could get the Christmas presents to her boys. Two boys. So she, for no reason whatsoever, she hands this magic key to Toby, like, hey, the wizard Zundar or whatever gave me this magic key. It's the only thing they get me out of here. And Toby just takes it with her. And I'm like, what? It says that one's not enough, you must need more. More keys? More people? What is it? Who knows? But between the interstitials of Hoot and Smitty tracking their own feet prints and trying to tackle down invisible villains, Toby eventually gets to where Santa is, but she gets captured too. And the crooks go out to the Santa's workshop to get the toys, because that's what they want. They want the toys. But those are for the children. But they want the toys. So, after Santa and Toby decide to squish together, and Toby undoes Santa's ropes, and then Santa undoes Toby's ropes. And then she's like, oh, we got the magic key. And I'm like, you know how it works. Like, I thought they checked the door and it was locked, but they don't even, I don't know. So, she says, I wish I was at the North Pole, or something like that. And the door opens, but the door doesn't work. The key doesn't work in the door. So they say it together. Now, if you need more than one person to do it, why did the door pop up? It's very confusing. It happens again, though. So, they both say it. The door opens, and they're back in the Santa's workshop. And the only laughter I got from these two was this point. When I said, Santa, they're back. And Toby, too. And in they come, and they're like, where are the bad guys? Where are the bad guys? And Smitty like wraps himself in the rope and he falls over. That's the only part that got genuine laughter out of me. The others I'm going, can we go, please? But it just made me laugh. I like when people fall down. You know, I think it's hilarious at the end of Back to the Future Part 2 when Doc Brown falls down. He fell down. But then the two crooks come in without knocking, I might add. And that's how they got there. And Toby's like, from this key we got from Mrs. Buzzard. And they're like, and hold on for this surprise. Mrs. Buzzard, that's our mother. What? No. So, one of them goes, I wish I could see my mother. And the door pops up. Tries the key, it doesn't work. So they do it together. We wish we could see our mother, and the door opens. And everyone's reunited and the special ends. And I'm going, why did I watch this? There's some merit to it, for sure. But, I don't know. These were obviously meant for little kids. So watching this as a 36-year-old man, I don't know. Maybe it hasn't aged the best for me. Especially the parts, or even though these are half-hour specials, half-hour each, they still have to fill it with stupid-ass elf guys falling down, trying to tackle stuff, painting each other's faces, going around in a circle, following your own footprint shit. That just, it's padding. And I'd rather be seeing where the plot goes. And it's very obvious that there's very little in plot footage that they had. They wrote down, this is the plot, and it fit very little of the episode, so they had to, or the half-hour format and had to put in filler. It's very obvious. That's probably the worst part, though, is the filler part. But it is fun to go back and watch these, just for, you know. And I probably won't get any clicks on this video, to be honest, but I made a video. So, there it is. I wanted to talk about these, you know, and I knew that I might get a couple clicks on this video, but I don't expect a lot. This is why I put them both in one video, because I don't think it's worth separating these and having one video on each, because it's just, I don't think the click rate's going to be good enough. So have you seen these before? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.